Okay, so, anyways, there's everyone. 6 people. Everyone say hi.
Hi.
All right, there we go.
I'm a real human.
Yes, you are a real human.
Yeah, I'm not a robot.
So this speech is about what shaped my life, and for me, it's been travel. And when I was younger, my grandma took me to an air show. Got to see the B-52s, you know, all the classic airplanes. But during that time, she also bought me a charter flight. So I went up into a little Cessna 151, flew around Toledo, and landed. Ever since then, obviously, as you all know, I loved aviation. I love traveling. I've actually been to Canada, Tokyo, Amsterdam, and Macedonia. Now, Macedonia is where Alexander the Great was from, just above Greece. But don't tell a Greek that Alexander the Great was from Macedonia. They'll get very angry. So during that time in Japan, I actually went there when I was 17. And I went to go visit my sister. She was in the Navy. Yeah, that was my very first slice of military living and military life. My grandpa was in the Air Force. So seeing that Navy side really obviously piqued my interest even more in the military. 4 months later, after Japan, I went to Macedonia. 4 months at 17 years old. That's crazy. I've never met anyone else who's traveled across the world like that. Between all of my travels so far, I've traveled just around 15,000 miles outside of the United States. It's a lot. And the average United States citizens, they've been to 7 United States, continental states around the United States. I've been to about 24. So I know a lot about travel. And it's really shaped me because it all goes back to my grandma when she put me in that charter flight. She really pushed me out of my comfort zone. So even though I get a little timid and nervous, ever since then I've always tried to in life, try to push myself a little bit out of the comfort zone. And it's hard to do. But that's what I plan on doing with my kids as well, is pushing them out of their comfort zone. Because I've learned a lot, when, the military life of Japan. And then I also saw a lot in Macedonia because they were part of the Soviet Union. And even now they're still stifling and protesting because of, after the fall of communism, they've had a really hard time building up their own system of government. So that struggle of seeing the human side of struggle and then the military side of struggle, that's what those two experiences is what how should I say it, brought me to join the military. So anyways, so push yourself and travel. All right, a little nervous, but here we go.